In a world that constantly pushes women to pursue professional success, break glass ceilings, and prove they don't need anyone to succeed, an uncomfortable reality is becoming increasingly visible. Many of these women, despite having brilliant careers, financial stability, and social recognition, end up alone. And no, it's not for lack of options. It's not that they don't have opportunities. It's that the current relationship market doesn't reward the same kind of success for both genders. Today we're going to talk about that. Without censorship. Without fear of the politically incorrect. I'm going to tell you why so many successful women end up alone. And why many men aren't interested in a partner who, in theory, has everything. Chapter 1. Professional success versus value in the dating market. Generally speaking, what a man values in a relationship is not the same as what a woman values. A woman may be attracted to a successful, powerful, influential man, but a man will hardly be attracted to a woman who competes with him, who constantly needs to prove she doesn't need him at all. This isn't about machismo. It's about biological and psychological realities. Many men have a hard time connecting emotionally with women who adopt a dominant, competitive, or leadership energy, because what they're looking for is a partner, not a rival. At the same time, many successful women end up raising their standards so high that any man who doesn't earn more, hold a higher position, or command a certain level of admiration is automatically discarded. Chapter 2. The self-sufficiency syndrome. Many successful women have been raised with the idea that emotional or financial dependence on a man is a form of weakness. This leads them to adopt an attitude of total independence. But extreme independence can become a barrier. Because in a healthy relationship, both need to feel useful. Both need to give. And if a woman doesn't allow a man to contribute, protect, guide, or simply feel needed, he loses his sense of purpose in the relationship. And what does that man do then? He walks away. Chapter 3. The paradox of choice. The more options there are, the harder it becomes to choose. And many successful women are surrounded by superficial options: parties, events, social media, DM proposals, men who only want the physical. But very few men actually want to form a deep bond. Furthermore, the standard rises over time. A woman who has traveled the world, who earns more than average, and who has achieved ambitious goals, tends to expect the same or more from her partner. But those men, who are at the top of their game, don't necessarily look for an equal. Many of them are looking for what they don't have: peace, emotional support, tenderness, understanding. And that's where the clash occurs. The successful woman looks for an equal. The successful man seeks refuge. Chapter 4. The biological clock and postponed decisions. Many successful women postpone love, marriage, and even motherhood to focus on their careers. And there's no harm in wanting to succeed. But time waits. And before they realize it, they're in their 30s or even 40s, with professional achievements no one can deny, but with a loneliness that begins to weigh on them. Men, on the other hand, don't have the same biological time limit. A successful man in his 40s can still start a family. A 40-year-old woman can do it too, but faces different challenges. And that creates a key difference in the dating market. Chapter 5. What's not said in public, but many men think. Many men don't dare say it, but they feel it. I don't want to date a woman who sees me as a project to be improved. I don't want to feel like I'm in a job interview every time we go out. I don't want to compete with my partner. The truth is that many successful women, without realizing it, bring that corporate attitude into their relationships. They evaluate, judge, compare. And they do it from a position of power that many men simply aren't willing to accept. Not because they're insecure, but because they don't want to fight at home. They want peace. They want admiration. They want to feel like men. Chapter 6. Is there hope? Yes. But it requires humility. It requires both men and women to understand that value in a relationship is not the same as value in the workplace. That being successful doesn't make you less feminine. But if you forget to cultivate your emotional energy, your ability to connect, to inspire, to be a refuge, you will end up alone. Because no title, no salary, no achievement replaces real human connection. Conclusion: the goal of this video isn't to attack successful women. It's to show a reality that few dare to mention. A reality that is leaving many women alone, frustrated, wondering why, if they did everything right, they don't have a stable relationship. The answer lies in understanding that love isn't built with diplomas or positions, but rather with vulnerability, with dedication, with a balance between masculine and feminine energy. And the sooner we understand this, the more authentic relationships we can build.